Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the 2014 to present Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Chronograph, steel with ceramic bezel. This is reference 26470SO. It's a substantial watch, though a 42, the timepiece feels more like a 44 or a 45. On my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, you can see it is a broad watch. Lug to lug, it measures 54 millimeters, and if you were to measure these rigid intermediate links, they're called the plots, you can see that the rigid span across the wrist is more like 58 millimeters. So this watch is no joke. I recommend it for wrists. Due to the diver strap, no smaller than 14.5 centimeters circumference, the wonderfully flexible and pliant natural vulcanized rubber diver strap allows you to wear this watch on a smaller wrist than if it were the hornback leather or a bracelet. Now the timepiece is not as thick as you might expect. That's its one compact dimension, 14.7 millimeters thick. I'm actually all about that because it will fit easily under most sleeves and most cuffs and all jackets. The timepiece is heavy. The stainless steel case has a lot of mass, heft, and substance to it, and that's a good thing. A lot of folks like to feel the weight, the mass, the price of their luxury watches. This is probably the most interesting rubber strap ever placed on a Royal Oak Offshore. It's a bi-element design with black satinated natural vulcanized rubber and then the same treatment, albeit on a red rubber for the underlay as well as the borders. It's a really cool look, and you can see it has striations that flow down from the plots to extend their definition and break up the mass and expanse of rubber. There is a stainless steel pin buckle, so you can quickly adjust the watch on the fly. A stainless steel buckle is appropriate for a sports style watch, and I always like to shout out that AP does things the right way by mounting the Royal Oak Offshore to its straps by screws, not spring bars. I've seen spring bars slip. I've never seen a properly applied screw do so. The case is nicely finished. As you can see, that little transitional bevel that diminishes at the mid case and flares again at the opposite lug hood is part of the hand finished aspect of this watch, and you can see the same is true on the flank, where the definition continues perfectly from the bezel through the mid case, through the case back, those sharp character lines giving the watch its sort of rounded off polygonal shape, beautifully aligned and between several different materials. You can see here the black of the expressed bezel gasket. It's only a hairline on a standard Royal Oak. It's a more complete and external component on the Offshore. It pretty much blends into the black of the bezel, so the watch appeals to those who want a somewhat more unitary look than the standard Royal Oak Offshore. You can see that the bezel itself is incredibly finished, as it has a rounded and polished flank with a sharp break on its shoulder and then a vertical satin finish. I say this is incredible because AP is finishing ceramic, which is about 1500 Vickers, with the same definition and artistry that they would apply to gold or steel. You can see there are hexagonal bolts in stainless steel slightly sunken into the bezel. By the way, the bezel being ceramic and that hard is also great at deflecting scratches and scuffs from your watch. You can see that for 2014 the crowns, pushers, and crown guards were reprofiled. There's a lovely little micro beveling on the edge of the guards that you can just barely see. Likewise, you can see that the crown shoulder, which used to be nitrile, and the caps of the pushers, which likewise were a sort of a polymer that could degrade over time, now they are ceramic, so they are long lasting. You'll even note there's a little bit of a polished bevel on the edge of the individual pushers, and I love that attention to detail. You can also see that the facing of the crown shoulder is of high polish and its flanks are of satin. Turn it all over, you can see this is a K series watch. What am I hiding? And of course the watch features AP's manufactured caliber 3126. The base caliber is AP. The chronograph module with its vertical clutches is a Dubois de Praz. It goes by the name 3840 in AP speak. 59 jewels, 365 parts, bidirectional winding, high efficiency unlubricated ceramic rotor bearings, 50 to 55 hour power reserve, a 21.6 beat rate, but the watch doesn't need a high beat rate because it has an enormous balance with a tremendous amount of inertia. That's how it achieves its precision. A full balance bridge and a free-sprung gyromax style balance architecture mean that this is also a highly shock resistant movement. It is built for sports watch applications. You can see engravings of the Audemars and Piguet family on the 22 karat rotor, reminding you that AP, since 1875, founded by the families, still owned by founding family controllers and run by founding family controllers. Black polished screw heads, Côte de Genève, you can see the frosting on the rotor, and there's an engine turned perlage on the base plate. Turn it all over and I can assure you that the watch features both a Mega tapisserie dial with a gloss lacquer overcoat. You can see that oversized hobnail is wonderfully glossy and rich. There are polished chapter rings for each of the registers. The chronograph registers feature red varnished hands for the minutes, the hours, and the seconds. There's a polished chapter ring around the sunken date. And of course, you have stop seconds and quick set functions. The Arabic numerals in white gold to match the hands, filled with luminova. There will be a lume shot for this watch, all of it water resistant down to 100 meters. You can see the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore in ceramic and steel and make it yours on the watch box. The Royal Oak Offshore by night. You can see this latest generation K-Series Offshore 42 and make it yours on the watch box.